All right, gonna play some replay baseball. 1986 Red Sox looking for their first win of the year. They dropped the road opener against Detroit. In real life, Boston actually did lose their first two games of the '86 season, despite winning the division that year. They're gonna have to get their first win against Frank Tanana. It's gonna be Oil Can Boyd for the Red Sox. And let's just jump in and play some baseball. All right, we got Frank Tanana on the mound and Dwight Evans. Dewey Evans leads it off. That's just a ground out. 5 in column 4, 1 out. And here's Wade Boggs. 53 in column 2, and that is also just a ground out. Pitcher to first, 2 out, nobody on. Billy Buckner will be up. Of course, 1986, the famous Billy Buckner season where the ball went through his legs in the World Series, and unfortunately, that is now what he's remembered for. There's a deep fly, 19 in column 6, and that's a 1-2-3 inning for Tanana. So we're going to go to the bottom of the first. And Oil Can Boyd is on the mound. Dave Collins will lead it off for the Tigers, who were 87 and 75 in '86, so they weren't a bad team. And there is a double. 34 in column 3 is a double to center field right off the bat against Oil Can. So runner on second, nobody out for Whitaker. He hit 20 homers in '86, so he had a good '86 season. And that's a ground out to short, and the runner should hold. Runner on second. 1 out for Kirk Gibson. 28 homers in '86, 34 stolen bases. And that's a ground out to 19, right? It's a ground out to first. Runner goes to third with the ball hit to the right side. 2 out. Runner on third. And Lance Parrish is up. And he's a right-handed hitter with a lefty Evans on deck. We will pitch to Parrish with 2 out here in the first inning. And that is a line out to third, a 14 in column 3. I think you need a 16 for a hit there in column 3. You got a 14. So we go top 2. I don't have the charts in front of me. Jim Rice will lead it off against Tanana. Great hitter, Jim Rice. And that's just a ground out. 4 in column 5, 1 out. Bring up Donnie Baylor. Don Baylor could smash the ball. Hit 31 homers in '86. And there's a walk, 7 in column 5. Runner on first, 1 out for Tony Armas. Also played for the A's. I remember him with the Red Sox, but I also remember him more with the A's. There's a 38 in column 1, and there's a ground at a third and a double play. So Armas smacks into a double play. Tanana was good at getting ground balls, and we are going to go to the bottom of the second. Darrell Evans leads it off. He hit 29. And that's a strikeout. 6 in column 2. Column 1 and column 2, those low numbers are strikeouts. 1 out for Trammell, batting down in the order. 21 homers. And that's a righty-righty line out. Those 44 in column 3, those are the lefty-righty things. If he was left-handed, he would have got a hit there, but that's a righty-righty line out. 2 out for Mike Laga. Do not remember him that well. 6 homers, 209 average. Don't remember him that well. And there's an out, right? 39 is a strikeout in column 6. So we got a pitcher's duel here. Through 2, scoreless, only 1 hit. Top of the third, Rich Gedman will lead it off for the Red Sox. 16 homers, 258 average. And that is a lefty-lefty line out. So again, that's those 40, is it like 42 and 47? So 42 and up is the lefty-righty split numbers, and that is an out. If he was righty, he would have got a hit there. I think the lefties start at 47, the righties start at 42. Marty Barrett will be up, and a 2-6, and now we're going to get a new number, a new raised number, because this is a shaded column 2 roll. Lemon is a 4, so it has to be less than a 4 for him to make the play. So you see 1, 2, and 3 will be outs. 4 and 5 will be hits. So we're using the 2-die chart, the 2-die ballpark cards. So it has to be a 62 or better to be a hit. And it's not. It's a 54, so that's a flyout. His 4 beats the 3, so that's it. The original number there was a 4, so that would have been a hit. And Glenn Hoffman will bat with 2 out, nobody on. And that's a 4 in column 3. That's an out. Short fly to center. Got to get up, I think, to a 7 in column 3 for a hit. So we go bottom 3, and we are still scoreless. Red Sox don't even have a hit. Chet Lemon will lead it off for the Tigers. These are the 2 years removed Tigers from their big 84 season. There's a strikeout in column 6. 1 out. Darnell Coles. Wow, 20 homers in 86. 273 average. Pretty good year for Darnell Coles. And that's a ground out. That's a 42 in column 2. Short to first. 2 out. And back to Collins, who I believe doubled to lead the game off. He has the only hit in the game. And that's a base hit, right? That's a 14 in column 2. That's a single and is a plus, so he's going to try and steal. Now the pluses are you'll either be safe or thrown out. If it's an asterisk, then it's safe or hold. But this is going to be safe or throw out. I use the 2-digit numbers where you combine the hold and the defense of the catcher, and 46 is the number. And that's a 51, so he gets the steal. Gets the steal. Would have been out, but if it was under 46, or is it 46 and under? I don't remember what happens on the right on the number. Whitaker is up with 2 out, runner on second, and that's an out. 37, ground ball to second. So Collins has reached second base twice in this game in 3 innings, but he's had both hits in the game. Scoreless top 4. Dwight Evans leads it off. Looks like he's 2 for 6 on the season. There's a this is the rare play rolls, and a 3 is a rare play chance. So let's see what happens. Chopper down the line, backhands the ball, wide of the mark, so we're going to check on the defense. And a 3 is an error. So Boston gets a base runner. Runner on first for Boggs. Just swinging here. And there's a 21 in column 4 with the infield halfway, and that's a base hit off the glove of the fielder. So first and second, nobody out. Lefty Buckner against the lefty Tanana. He's swinging. Buckner was a good hitter. That's a line out to short, 13 in column 3. 1 out, first and second for Rice. Guy Red Sox want to have up here. He hit 324. There's a 6. That's a walk. Bases are loaded with 1 out. Tanana getting into trouble here. Don Baylor with a chance to do something with the bases juiced and 1 out. But a 5 in column 3 is a short fly to left, and that shouldn't even get the run in. Runner on third can attempt to tag. So we're going to see what the third base coach says. And there is an extra. He gets the extra base. So now we got to check, because it's an XP plus, we have to check the trail runners. And they will hold, I believe, on a 1. So first and second, 2 out. But the Red Sox do get that run on the short fly. And Tony Armas with a chance to do something with 2 outs here. Tanana trying to get out of it, and that's an out. 38 in column 1, grounded to third. So we're 1-0 bottom 4. Red Sox have a slim lead for Oil Can Boyd. And Kirk Gibson will lead it off. And against the righty, that's an 11, and a 2 is a 13, and that's a home run. It would have been a 59 against the lefty, but it's an 11 against a righty pitcher. And a 13 is a straight home run for Kirk Gibson. He ties the game here in the bottom of the 4th. It's 1-1. So just like that, the Red Sox blow their lead, and Lance Parrish will be up. And there's a righty-righty lineout, 1 out. Brings up Darrell Evans. And that's a ground out, a 10 in column 4. Ground up to short, 2 out. Bring up Alan Trammell. And there's another ground out, a 6 in column 4. That's another grounder to short. But Gibson's homer ties it. So we get 1 for each side in the 4th. And we're going to go to the 5th, tied 1-1. Gedman will lead it off against Tanana. And that's the line out. 31 in column 3, line out to left, 1 out. Bottom of the order, Barrett. See, on the season, he is 0 for 5. It's only the second game of the year, so stats are not a lot of stats right now. 49 is a fly out to center, 2 out. It'll get more interesting once we get into the season a little bit. Glenn Hoffman will bat with 2 out, nobody on, and there's another rare play chance. 2 is not a rare play, though. That's a dribbler, so the pitcher's going to have to throw him out against his speed, which is a 3. So we got a roll on that, and a 1 is a base hit, infield hit for Hoffman. So runner on first, 2 out for Dwight Evans. Evans has power, 26 homers. That is just a ground out. Yeah, grounded to third with the infield back. So bottom 5, 1-1. Good pitchers duel here. And Boyd will face Laga again. And that's going to be another shaded result, so we got to get a new number in column 3. He needs a 56 or higher for a hit. Anything 55 or lower will be out, and that's an out. 21 is going to be a fly out to center. 1 out. Chet Lemon. Lemon on the season also looking for his first hit. 0 for 5. And that's not going to be it. That's a 3. That's a grounder. 3 in column 4. Ground out to second. 2 out for Darnell Coles. Good pitchers duel, 1-1. Coles is 1 for 5 on the season. And that's a strikeout. 6 in column 1. And we are through 5, tied at 1. Boyd and Tanana battling. We go top 6. Wade Boggs leads it off. Tanana is an S6, so this is the 6th inning. He's a 7 in column 4 as a ground out to Trammell, 1 out. Billy Buckner. And as a lefty-lefty line out to second, 2 out. Nobody on for Jim Rice. Rice dangerous. He could hit a home run. 2-6, and there's a lefty-righty. Oh, no, that's a 2-6. That's a shaded area, so we got to get a new raised number. Again, it's Chet Lemon, so he's a 4. So in order for him to make the play, it has to be a raised number, has to be 3 or less. So it's Rice needs a 62 or greater. Doesn't get it. Fly to center. Tanana gets through 6. So we're going to go bottom 6, 1-1. And here's Dave Collins again. He's reached second. He's got doubled, and then I think he single and steal. So he's been on second twice in this game. He's 2 for 7 on the season, and both those hits in this game. And here we have a line drive single, a 66 in column 3. You don't see a lot of high numbers like that. 66 in column 3 is a base hit. So again, they got speed on base. I'm using the auto steal, though. Whitaker's going to swing. He's too good a hitter. I'm just letting him swing away. Well, actually, I'm not controlling Boston anyway, so. 3-1 is a grounder, so we're going to check Hoffman, and he's out. Runner goes to second. Fielder's choice. Runner on second, 1 out. And Gibson, who hit the homer, he's 2 for 6 on the season. That was his first home run of the year. 1 out, runner on second. Parrish, the righty, is up next. Gonna pitch to him anyway. I could put him on and set up the double play, but let's give Boyd a shot to get him. And he doesn't. Is a base hit to right. Third base coach is gonna decide. Looks like he's gonna score, and it is. And there's a chance at an error on Evans. Got a roll on Evans, and no error. So Detroit takes a 2-1 lead. And runner on first, 1 out for Parrish. And Gibson's going to try and steal. This is an asterisk, so this will be safe or hold. And he is safe, 56. Boyd's an S7. This is only the 6th inning. Runner on second, 1 out for Parrish. And there's a 4. That's a ground out. 2 short. Runner should hold. 2 out, runner on second for Evans. One around 10. Evans hit 240. We're gonna pitch to him. We got burned last time, but we're gonna pitch to him, and he gets him this time. 47's a strikeout to end the inning. So it's gonna be 2-1, top 7. Red Sox down. They lost the opener, so they're trying to win their first game of the year. It's gonna be Baylor against Tanana, and that's a deep fly out to right. 19 in column 6. 1 out. Red Sox can't get it going. Tony Armas. And there's a base hit. 23 in column 1 is a single, and there's a chance at an error. We got to roll on Lemon. Anything over 36? Nope. 41. There's the error. So Lemon makes the error. So a single and an error puts a tying run on second with 1 out for Gedman. Gonna let Gedman hit. Gedman's gonna hit. Lefty, lefty, but Gedman's gonna hit. And he walks. First and second, 1 out for Marty Barrett. Righty against the lefty at 286. He's gonna bat. And there's a 37. Is that a double play ball? Grounded to second, and it is a double play. Barrett hits into a twin killing. And we're gonna go bottom 7, 2-1. Great job by Tanana to get the double play. Trammell is going to lead it off, and that is a pop out. 2 short, 9 in column 1, 1 out. Bring up Mike Laga. And there's a base hit. There's one of them righty-lefty hits. For a 50 in column 3. Righty against lefty is a base hit. Runner on first. 1 out. Going to give Boyd Lemon. Let's see if he can get Lemon. And he does. There's a double play going the other way. 37 in column 1. So Boyd gets through 7. It's 2-1, top 8. Time running out for the Red Sox. And they're going to take Tanana out. Wow. 1 run, 3 hits, but they take Tanana out. Computer goes with Bill Campbell. Glenn Hoffman is due up. I only have 1 lefty, and that's Lyons. Gonna let Hoffman hit. Don't really have a great bench right now. And that's a line out. No, short fly to center. 1 out. 5 in column 3. 1 out. Now we turn the lineup over, though. Dwight Evans. And there is a walk. 7 in column 5. So the tying run is on with 1 out for Boggs. Righty-lefty. Campbell. And that's a ground out, but the runner will get to second. That is a pitcher to first, ground out with the runner advancing. So runner on second, 2 out. Tying run is just a base hit away, and it's Billy Buckner against Campbell. Righty against lefty. Buckner is 0 for 7 on the season. This would be a great time for him to get his first hit. But they walk him. Ooh, I don't know about that. I know it's righty-lefty, but man, I don't want to walk someone to get to Jim Rice. So the computer's going to give Jim Rice a chance to get a big hit. First and second, 2 out. Rice is 1 for 6 on the season. And now we're going to get a new number in column 3. It's a shaded 3. So he's going to need a 56 or better. And he gets it with a 61. Wow, so the odds were against it, but he gets the base hit. And we're going to have to check with the third base coach, see if the run can score, and he does. So the game is tied. So the computer walks Buckner. Played the righty-righty game, but I would not walk anybody to get to Jim Rice. And Rice comes through with a big base hit. So the game is tied. First and second, 2 out, and now Don Baylor with a chance to give the Red Sox the lead. And he's going to walk. The bases are going to be loaded for Tony Armas. So Campbell gets himself into trouble. I would not have lifted Tanana to begin with. Campbell gets himself in trouble. Bases loaded, 2 out. Tony Armas with a chance for the Red Sox. And it's a ground out. It's a 3 in column 4. So we're going to stay tied going to the bottom of the 8th. 2-2. And Oil Can Boyd will face Darnell Coles. I'm going to give Boyd Coles. Ground ball. 3 in column 4. 1 out. Grounded to first. Lineup's turning over. Collins has got a couple of hits, but he's not a home run hitter, so I'm going to let Boyd pitch to him. And there's a 5 in column 5, and there's a ground out. So 2 out, nobody on. Boyd's pitched well. I'm going to let him try and get out of this. Whitaker is dangerous, though. And there's a righty-lefty base hit. So Boyd gets a base hit, and that's going to be Boyd gives up the hit to Whitaker, and that's going to be it for Boyd. I can't let him face Gibson. So let's take a look. Who do we got? We got Joe Sambito. I think he pitched actually in the actual game. So we're going to go with Sambito against Gibson. Runner on first, 2 out. Gibson has a homer in the game. 2-2 pitcher's duel. And there's a ground out, 5 in column 4. So Sambito gets out of the inning. And we're going to go to the top of the ninth in a really good game. 2-2. Red Sox trying to pull this one out. In the actual game, the Tigers actually walked off the Red Sox. Let me pull that up on Baseball Reference for a second, because I looked that up before I started the game. Yeah, in the actual game, the Tigers walked off the Red Sox in the bottom of the 10th, 6-5. So let's see what happens here. Gedman will bat. And we got a shaded area again, but a 1 in column 3. It's probably not going to be a hit. He needs a 65 or a 66, and he doesn't get it. Grounder to the pitcher, 1 out. Going to let Barrett hit. Barrett's up, and let him hit. Not sure about Hoffman. There's a grounder, 5 in column 4. 2 out. Nobody on. Oof, this is a tough call. Hoffman, we don't have much of a bench. That's the problem. I have nobody. I'm going to let him hit because I just don't have anybody good on the bench that's worth taking him out for. And there's a strikeout, 34 in column 5. So if they can survive the bottom of the ninth, they'll have the top of the order in the 10th. And if we get to the 10th, this will be like history repeating itself because the actual game went into the 10th inning. We got righty, lefty, righty. Top of the ninth. Crawford had a 1.5 whip. I'm going to let Sambito start this inning. So I don't know how long it's going to go, but he walks Parrish. Runner on first. Nobody out. He'll face Evans, obviously, lefty-lefty. And that's a walk. Oh, it's 2 balls. Thank God he has a raised number. Oh, no, it's with runner on first. That's right. Well, the runner on first only on a 6 in column 5. It is a 2-ball count. So we got saved there by the fact that there was a runner on first. If there's a runner on first only, it counts as 2 balls only. If we get this result again, it will be a walk, though. So if we get another 6 in column 5, it will be a walk. So he's saved there, and he strikes him out. There's a 6 in column 1 for the strikeout. So luckily that was just a 2-ball count instead of a walk. Runner on first, now 1 out. We got Trammell and then another lefty, Laga. They could pinch hit for Laga. We don't have a great bench. We don't have a great bullpen either. I think Crawford also pitched. Let me check that game again. Let me look at the box score. I think Crawford pitched in that game as well. It's a tough call if I leave in Sambito or if I go to... Yeah, Crawford and Stanley also pitched. Game is tied, though. I don't know if I want to go to Stanley. I'm going to let Sambito pitch to Trammell. Sorry if I blow this, Boston, but there's a 55 in column 6. That is a base hit. Line drive, hit to right. Going to check for extra bases, and it is extra bases. It's a double. And now we go against the arm to see if he can score, but it's just a double. Second and third, 1 out. Tigers with a chance to walk it off, as they did. I don't know if they're going to let Laga hit. If they're going to let Laga hit, I have to leave Sambito in, but I got to bring the infield in. So in real life, the Tigers walked it off in 10. They have a chance to walk it off in 9 here. Infield in. Sambito's going to pitch. Let's see if they pinch hit for Laga. Yep. All right, so they pinch hit for Laga. They're going to go with Brookins. So now I have to. I'm going to go with Crawford. I'm going to bring in Crawford. So it's going to be Crawford against Brookins. Second and third, infield in, 1 out. Tigers trying to walk it off. Tom Brookins pinch hitting, and a 15 in column 4 is an error check. Hoffman's error check is only a 21. And he makes the error, and they're going to walk it off on an error by Glenn Hoffman. Tigers win it 3-2. Glenn Hoffman boots the ball with the infield in that would have held the runner. But he boots the ball and the Tigers walk it off. Good game. Sorry, Red Sox, but you go down just like you did in real life, losing on a walk-off and losing the first two games of the season. All right, thanks for watching.